I am doing a band weaving right at the moment using my rigid Heddle Loom as a frame to hold my warp. And I just kind of wanted to show how that goes. And what I'm doing is that when my shuttle is on the right-hand side, I am lifting the Baltic Heddle. And so I am lifting the heddle, and then you'll see that that brings the slots, that brings the pattern thread slots that are in the that brings the pattern threads that are in the slots, that moves them downward. And so now I will select the pattern threads that I want to use using the tip of my shuttle. And according to the pattern, I'm going to push down and not use that first thread. And then I'm going to lift up the next three. This is according to the pattern that I'm using at the moment. And then I'm going to push down that next one. And I'm going to lift up the next three. And then I'm push down that next one. Now these pattern threads are kind of hanging out there in the middle of my, in between the warp threads. You can see that the Baltic Heddle, when I lifted it, lifted half of my warp threads, and the slots push down the other half of my warp threads. See how half of them are lifted and half are pushed down. Okay, and then the pattern threads are hanging out kind of here in the middle. And then I selected the pattern threads that I wanted. Now I'm going to let go of the heddle. And then I'm going to push down on my, with my shuttle against the previously woven. I'm going to settle my weft thread from my previous weave. And then I'm going to bring through this weft thread, and I'm going to draw it to the correct width. I do have a, I know that I'm wanting a 1-inch band, and I do have a 1-inch WPI tool here, and I'm going to verify that I'm keeping my correct width. And so there's my correct width, and then I'm done with that. I'm done with that pick. And my next pick, I'm now on the left-hand side, and so I'm now going to push down on my heddle. And so I'm going to push down on my heddle, and opposite warp threads lift up and go down, and my pattern threads continue to kind of hang out here in the middle. And so now I'm going to select which pattern threads it is that I need according to the pattern that I have. And again, I'm going to push down on the pattern threads I don't need, lift up and catch with my shuttle the pattern threads that I do need. Push down with the pattern threads I don't need, lift up and catch on my shuttle the pattern threads that I do need. I don't know if you can see that very well through the camera, but I have selected these two pattern threads. These are my pattern threads here, and I have selected them with my shuttle. Okay, and now I am going to push down again with my shuttle. Again, I'm going to finish settling my weft thread from my previous pick, and then I'm going to pull through my current weft thread and tighten it to the correct width. I do not have to verify every single solitary pick with my measurement tool, but it's a good idea to measure periodically and verify it. Anyways, and then I will continue with that same concept, following my pattern all the way through, just like that.